Alright, YouTube. This is my first flat earth video. Over the past, I would say, 4 to 5 months, I've been looking at a lot of videos on YouTube and it just kind of brought to light some things that I've always questioned anyway. I've always had an issue with a person so-called being an expert in something that they've never even been able to experiment with. You know, it's like me being an expert in having a baby. You know, I'm a man. I've never had a baby. Will never ever be able to have a baby. So how in the fuck could I be an expert at having a baby? How can a motherfucker who's never been to space, never going to space, never have the opportunity to be in space, not only be allowed to be considered an expert in it, but be able to deem other people experts in that same field? Space is one great question. And if you're going to tell me that we got books from, 1,000 years ago, the fucking Bible and dinosaur bones and all of this shit, how in the hell could the film and the telemetry data from the first space mission mysteriously vanish? It's like the obvious bullet, tell you this story. This one time, I'm dating this girl, and she gets into this altercation with her moms. She's like 20 years old. She's still living at home or whatever. Somehow, some way, it was like her mom's boyfriend was living there. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way, some situation came up, and they got into a fight. Her mom's told her to get the fuck out. So I told her, look, you can come stay with me. I know my apartment's small. Come stay with me. Save, stack your money up, and go do what you got to do. So a month or so into this, or whatever, I'm looking around, and she just spending money frivolously. So I said, well, if you're going to just be spending money like that, well, you need to pitch in half on the rent. The whole point of you being here was to stack your money. So at that time, many years ago, my rent was $550. So I said, well, give me half of the rent, which would be $275. She said, okay. So the first time she comes to pay half of the rent, she hands me some money. $200 even. I say, you short, $75. And she looked at me and said, that ain't $275? And I'm sitting here holding 10 crisp, never been folded, straight out of the bank press, $20 bills. I'm like, no, this is $200. You know what the fuck this is. She like, oh, I went to the bank and got $275. I don't know what happened to the other 75. I said, what the fuck? The other 75 blew away or something? It must have fell out the car or something. All right. The moral to the story is, she knows she was bullshitting. I knew she was bullshitting when she was telling me this story. I told her I knew she was bullshitting, but it took her years to admit that she was bullshitting about that story because it was so ridiculous. Now, if you want me to believe that I can go get a Babe Ruth 1917 baseball rookie card, or the original Bible written, 800 years ago, or dinosaur bones from 1,000,000 years ago. But in the age of television, that the actual footage that recorded the moon landing Apollo 11 mission to the moon is gone, and all of the telemetry data. I mean, you could find a blueprint for a building from, you know what I'm saying, that was built in 1900. But the telemetry data for a space mission in 1969 is gone? And you want me to believe that shit? So now, when I look at things, when I look at the sun, when I look at the moon, when I look at the stars in the sky, I look at it differently because I realize that it could all be lies that we have been told. I realize how easy it is for us to be fooled and propagandized by media. I had a guy at my job just the other day. We were having a discussion. We didn't get to continue and finish the discussion, but he told me that he didn't really believe the stuff in the Bible because it was only one source. I asked him, did he believe that, did he refer to the Bible as a history book just like other books? He said no. I asked him why. He said because it was only he didn't think it was enough sources to confirm the Bible. I said, okay, cool. So basically, what he is telling me is, in order for something to seem or to deem be true, it has to come from multiple sources. So I get that. There's nothing wrong with that in a sense. But when we're talking about history, you know that old saying, he who wins writes history. You know what I'm saying? So whoever won writes history. So in order for me to make you believe something, all I got to do is put it in several different books and tell you that it's from different people. You know? Reading has a way of making you believe information. You know? No matter what the information is, it just seems more believable if it's in print. It just seems more believable. I don't know why. And if you could make someone believe something more because it's in printed form, you know how easy it is to manipulate or propagandize in that manner? Now, I'm just going to be honest. I'm a black man living in the United States. I done seen and heard about a lot of shit. I've seen videos of dudes getting shot by cops. White folks sicking dogs on people, lynchings, people getting killed, Emmett Till type stories. I've heard my granddad tell me stories about when he was in the South. So these same elitists, the white people who have conquered and ruled the world, do you not believe that these people are not only capable and willing to lie to the masses in order to hold their power? That's the conclusion that I've come to, that anything is possible. That everything that we've ever been told could and possibly be a lie, based on the fact that we have a group of people. This doesn't include all white people. But we know that white people have traveled and conquered the world. And it's not because they got there and people just said, oh, white people here, be in charge of our land. We know that's not what's happening. But somehow, some way, they always end up in control of every place that they step foot on. You know what I mean? So to believe that these people are not only capable and willing to lie to the masses would be ridiculous. So I am at the point now where I have to look at everything, every important part of history, information that has ever been told. I need to analyze it. Because these motherfuckers who still telling you they trying to figure out how the pyramids were built and how the fuck these people cut rocks are also telling you that the earth is X amount of billion years old. My weather app changes every day. Today, right now, it's Monday. My weather app tells me that on Friday it's gonna be 88 degrees. By the time Thursday come around, that shit might be 75. But you're gonna tell me some shit that happened 65 million years ago? Get the fuck out of here.